So as the Vegas Renaissance continues, room rates are spiking over March Madness, and over 40 different shows have actually opened up on the Strip. We're going to explain why the shows are open all of a sudden, why the room rate's spiking. Should you book a room soon if you're planning to come here? I'd say yes, a lot. Yeah, you definitely should. And we're going to explain every single show that's running in Vegas. This is the show video it's an update. It's March 16th, 2021. And we're actually 2 days away from the anniversary of our giant shutdown that we had for 78 days. Wow, we have come a long way, almost full circle. How's it going, everybody? My name is Steven, and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. I hope you guys would like, share, subscribe, smash that bell for the future notifications. We do updates on Las Vegas. We do live streams on the Strip Friday and Saturday nights, as well as Sunday morning. We go out and try to interact with people and actually see some people. We also have our Facebook chat group, Not Leaving Las Vegas. You guys can check us out there. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, YouTube channel memberships and Patreon. I'm trying to get people off of channel memberships, believe it or not. I can't post as many photos and as much rich content there, but either way, you'll have yourself in the credits. You'll have access to members-only live streams, and you'll have access to early videos when I do those. But Patreon gives you a yearly discount if you're really into the channel and you want to support that way. VegasFaceMask.com, no S at the end. We do two-tone masks. Just ask for a two-tone mask. My wife makes these all by hand. They're 2 for $25. They're fantastic. This one goes around the back of your head. You can see right there, there's no ear flaps. And you got to wear masks in Vegas probably through to the end of the year. Stay tuned to the channel. We'll do a video on that most likely tomorrow. But today we have to talk about the fact that room rates are up. Circa's up $400 a night during March Madness. Over at the Rio's prices on the rooms have literally doubled because of March Madness. March Madness is creating a big bump in prices. So does that mean that these are permanent price changes? Absolutely not. They're not permanent price changes, but it does mean that it got more expensive to come here. And as more people come to Vegas, as the economy starts to recover in a lot of places, especially since Southern California is opening up, restaurants are opened, gyms are open to some capacity. That's where most of our people come from. 25% of all the visitors annually under a normal year come from California. It's going to be busier. It's going to be a busier time to come, and it means that the room rates are going to go up because there's going to be more demand for stays. There's going to be less supply for rooms. Right now we're at 50% capacity. May 1st we might go up in capacity again. That's the rumor. They say that we might give total control to Southern Nevada if the cases continue to drop and things go well and they continue to be positive, which means that, the prices might dip because we have more rooms open, but more people are traveling. I would say if you're considering traveling here, look at booking a room sometime sooner than later. But then if you book a room, what are you going to do while you're here? Well, you can see some shows, that's for sure. So recently, with the increased capacity to venues, 50% of a venue now, we have the ability for us to run shows at a profit finally. We also had a problem called the 25-foot moat problem, M-O-A-T, as in the moat and a castle. That's where the government and the governor here had mandated a 25-foot distance between the stage and the actual audience, which was kind of ridiculous. It meant that a lot of shows had to take out so many seats that they couldn't run a profit. That's gone too. So we have a lot of shows. Let's start at Caesars Entertainment. Caesars Entertainment is, of course, Caesars Palace, Rio, all these different places. Well, you have Absinthe at Caesars Palace. That's going on right now. X Country at Harrah's, which is a cabaret type show. Tape Face is also performing over at the Harrah's showroom. Flamingo has Piff the Magic Dragon as seen on TV, and X Burlesque, which is another topless type show. Bally's also has a show called Extravaganza, which is a big old variety show. MGM Resorts International. Remember, there's 40 of these things. I'm just running down all of them. What is your favorite show? Tell us in the comments below. You won't find Cirque on this list right now. Cirque du Soleil, pardon me, as asthma kicks up. Cirque du Soleil is looking to do their return July 4th with at the Bellagio for the record, and then a show every month thereafter. We did a video on that a few days ago. If you're subscribed, you'll see I've seen that video. But MGM Resorts had David Copperfield. That's a big marquee show. Jabberwockies is back as well. New York has Terry Fader returning Thursday night, coming up this week. And Luxor has Carrot Top and Fantasy. Excalibur has the Australian Bee Gees show, Thunder from Down Under. And you can find more at mgmresorts.com on all their different shows. Tropicana, meanwhile, has Rich Little Canadian just like me, Rich Little, one of the best impersonators in the entire world. You want to see Rich Little and be amazed? Just type it into YouTube. The guy is completely awesome. Rich Little's a show I've always wanted to see. Murray Sawchuk, which I think is the magician. Laugh Factory Comedy Club used to be the comedy stop at the Trop. I have an endearing spot for that. My wife and I went to dates there in the past. So Tropicana's got some shows. Stratosphere, MJ Live, returning Thursday. We saw the guy from MJ Live on Fremont Street. I tried to get an interview with the guy. I guess maybe he was just too busy with the show returning. He texted with me. Seems like a cool guy. There's 3 different Michael Jacksons in the MJ Live show, so you might want to go check that show out if you like Michael Jackson. The Strat Showroom is where that performs. LA Comedy Club at the Retail Promenade, so another comedy club. You have the Tuscany Suites, off of East Flamingo, not far from the Strip. Definitely worth a venture out if you're going to go see some shows. But they do have the Rat Pack. It's at the Copa Room temporarily on the 2nd level of the hotel. And then we get to other hotels that you might not think. Downtown Grand has the comedy lineup by Don Barnhart. Never heard of that one at the Downtown Grand. But Pauly Shore is involved. Buddy. Pauly Shore, Encino Man and all that stuff. And the Delirious Comedy Club. Pauly Shore knows comedy clubs. He grew up around the comedy clubs in L.A. He was a kid in the entertainment industry, so if he's involved, it's probably a very good comedy club that you might want to check out. Alexis Park, across the street from the Virgin Las Vegas Resort, that's opening soon, has burlesque, rock candy, The Man Who Knows, The Big Little Variety Show, Late Night Magic, Jokesters Comedy Club, All Motown, Amazing Magic with Tommy Wind. Tommy Wind is kind of a name. I've heard that one before. Now, you guys might want to check out these smaller shows if your budget doesn't call for a big production like, say, David Copperfield. A lot of the time, these smaller shows are fantastic shows. Definitely worth going to check out. Now, there's another venue that I never even heard of called Notoriety at Neonopolis. They have shows called the Regeneration Series with Clint Holmes. Clint Holmes is a Vegas mainstay from back in the day. He was a big strip performer in the past. They also have a jazz keyboardist, Tom Schumann, so it's a musical show. Fabulous, the show. There's 3 A's in there, by the way. Hootenanny with... Wow, they have one of the guys from the Tenors of Rock. That was a strip show that existed before the pandemic. So you have also guys from the Bronx Wanderers in that show. So you have some big names over at Neonopolis right now. The 4 Funny Comics, M is for Magic, starring David Goldrake. And they've bolded these. I'll link up the article from the Review Journal to review all of these. Some of them are in bold. Those are the bigger names. Totally Mental, starring Vinny Grosso, and Motown Extreme. Motown Extreme used to be on the Strip. Now it's downtown. It's a Motown review show. So play all those hits that you know from back in the day, Detroit-style music. Then we have the Mosaic on the Strip. We've actually gone and checked out this, and I put a little clips of it, and I said this was the very first venue to kind of return. They have Queens of Rock and Ozzy Heat down there. Ozzy Heat is like it's a male review. It's not for everybody, but it might be for you if you're watching. Do you go to the review shows? Or you go to topless shows in Vegas? Tell me in the comments below. What about the ladies? Do you go to the topless guy shows? We have a thing called The Space. Now, it's John Caparulo, and I've heard of John Caparulo. He was at Harrah's, and Harrah's might even still have his vinyl up on the front of the building because it was there last time I checked. They have a show called Uncapped Comedy in the main room. Space hosts several one-off performers, limited engagements. Mondays are dark charity shows every other week. So they have charity events at the Space. I don't know the venue, but it's called thespacelv.com online. Larry Flint's Hustler Club has Sexy. This was a show that was at the Westgate for a very long time, and to survive, they went to Larry Flint's Hustler Club. So Sexy is a burlesque show. And then we have other things that are possibly coming soon, like Gordie Brown. That's announced on March 25th. Cirque du Soleil is bringing back 5 shows starting July 4th, and it's going once a month. They're starting with at the Bellagio. I think the second show is Mystere. And then we're ramping up to have Cirque du Soleil Ka, and then the Beatles Love. And then, of course, you have Michael Jackson's MJ1 show. So you have also things like supper clubs over at the Mayfair, at the Bellagio. Different things are happening in Vegas. I guess that's my whole point. There's 40 different shows on this list. Some of them are very familiar to you. Some of them are not. But I'm going to link up the article to the Review Journal into the first comment of this video so you guys can go. It's a stickied one on top, meaning it never moves. You guys let me know what shows you guys are planning on seeing when you're coming to Vegas. What do you like? Do you like comedy? Do you like magic? Are you waiting for Cirque du Soleil? You will have to wear a face mask while you're in there, so you can get those on vegasfacemask.com. We do hotel deliveries for 4 masks or more. just because it's such a pain. I went to a hotel. These are 2 for $25. We went to a hotel I went to the Planet Hollywood yesterday to drop. In terms of getting there round trip, it took me 1 hour, 45 minutes from my house. So we do 4 mask minimum. But if you guys are just wearing those blue masks, you're going to have to wear them anyways. You know, those little cheapy ones they give you at the hotels for free. And that's my story and that's my video and I'm sticking to it. That's our show rundown today. Hopefully this was helpful and it served you. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Subscribe to the channel. Stick around. We do lots of news updates on Las Vegas. We also do short films on the city. We do live streams on the weekends so you guys can get an idea what this place is like. This place is going to be the #1 city in America going forward. I'm telling you, for the next decade, it's going to be ridiculous. We'll also do videos on moving here too. This video ran a little bit longer than usual, but thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to everybody in the credits. Those are my Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. We've revamped the credits so they're not 4 minutes long. That actually hurts the videos when I have 4 minutes of credits that nobody watches. That's a YouTube algorithm thing. That's why the change happened. But sometimes they say, as Sheryl Crow did, a change will do you good. That's it. We're going to click out. 3, 2, 1, click. Are you guys ready for this? We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and click.